What up, little boo-boos? How are you? I'm doing good. We're here for our weekly energy oracle forecast. We're taking a look at the week ahead to see what kind of energy and kind of vibes we can expect to be living in. Oh my goodness. Wow. So we've got sacral chakra and imagination that just hurled themselves out together. Which makes sense because the sacral chakra, which is located down here in the lower abdomen, it's like where the female reproductive organs are. That's where our imagination lives. It's where, our creativity is stirred. And even though it feels like our imagination is really going on up here, it's like it's either blocked or unblocked or like in flow, depending on this chakra down here. Because this is our sexual organs are the creative generators of our being, right? So it ties in with our creativity. And so I think that whatever's been blocking your creativity might have a real, like your creativity could be unblocked this week. There could be a real surge. Direct your imagination. Use this portal of energy that we've just come through the eclipses. That Aries solar eclipse had really like potent spark energy, that divine spark of a beginning, of like that catalyst. Things come to mind like when the spark is like igniting a wick and it's gonna set off a firework or a dynamite. When you turn your car over and it needs that little spark, the spark plug to turn the engine over. When you run a race, they have a starting pistol. So it's like that kind of energy is up in the air right now. But you don't want to have an accumulation of harnessed potential, because then that becomes chaos. It becomes unruly, unformed, undirected energy. So right now, like the imagination is a great way to like harness that and start giving things shape, and let your inner guidance show you from the subconscious the next steps. Don't feel fearful or overwhelmed. Just have fun with it and be optimistic, knowing that it's like we're all creating a new story right now for ourselves. We're all writing a new story in this new beginning. We've quantum leaped into a new timeline, and the script pages are in flux. There's outlines for destiny points in the plot, but like otherwise we have a new chance to start fresh. So yeah, have fun, use your imagination, but don't get too lost in the dream world of fantasy without anchoring that down into guided and inspired and practical action. So don't just stay up in your head. Actually be taking those action steps. And if you feel like that heaviness of overwhelm and dread and procrastination and resistance come up, then use that imagination to make it more fun, and to remind yourself that it is fun, that it is exciting, that you're just nervous and your nervous system isn't used to what's happening. There's so many new opportunities and expansive change happening that your nervous system is like, I don't know about this. Same when you like drag the kid up onto the roller coaster. It's a good time, but fear and excitement can be really similar a lot of the time. So imagination is sparked, feeling good. I'm feeling like we've really been working on that sacral chakra and offloading a lot of heaviness and density. And now we're feeling the lightness of it. And it's like all the fun is coming back, and the creativity and the imagination and imagining new possibilities and feeling hopeful and excited, hopefully. All right, what else do we need to know for this week? This is my birthday week. My birthday is April 19th. It's on Friday. Oh, love. So keep your imagination, keep your visions ruminating in love. Like, do things that you love. I love this, like this woman that I was watching her reading the other day. She was talking about every time she was asking spirit for direction or questions about anything recently, it's just the answer is love. Love's all you need. The answer is love, 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 love. So she's like, all right, so if I'm gonna have a coffee, I'm gonna love that coffee. I'm gonna put it in my favorite mug that I love the most. She's like, I love my candle that's burning. I love my flowers. I was like, I know, that's how I do too. I love surrounding myself with little things that I love. And the more that I can curate my life to reflect only what I love, then, oh my gosh, I'm like, that is so potent to plant from. That seed that you're planting is like drippings with the goo of love. Ghostbusters 2. If anybody's like, what happened to her just now? Yeah, because so like whatever we put our hand to, it's going to be flavored with the seed level of consciousness that we're in. So the more that our consciousness is set to loving vibrations and happy and joy and well-being, and not like fear and things that we're like, oh, I hate that. Ooh, this is, oh, I dread this, or no, like those bad feelings. You don't want to have your mindset there, right? Because then you're just going to perpetuate, like, your imagination is going to start the creation machine of perpetuating those plots, right? We don't want that. So the seed level of what we're planting right now, we want to put our consciousness in a loving space. We want to hold affinity with the light of the creator, right? And the creator is love. And the creator is like an eternal flow, an unconditional flow, unwavering, unchanging flow of love, of beingness, of creation, of goodness, of sharing, of compassion, of life, right? So, yeah, don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're being irresponsible or anything right now if you're trying to prioritize things that fill your heart with love, right? And I mean, that's the lesson that we keep being taught from every which way. And the ego is so strong in making us feel like we're like cheating for doing that. Like, it's like we're taking the easy way out, or it's like, oh, it can't be that easy, or like the ego doesn't want it to be, that good. So this is good. I feel like this is like a fun, positive week so far. Really encouraging us to ruminate in love and things that we love, and to build affinity with the light of the creator. We just need to really connect with like that loving consciousness, and then everything that we create from there will have that loving vibration in it, and it will be sure to expand. I love this. So it's like our imagination is generating new creative power. The more love that we are feeling and putting into what we are doing and what we are imagining and thinking about and putting our hand to right now, it's like the more it's just going to expand it. And this is a time of possible expansion and exhilaration and growth, and it's because of that like slingshot effect of having been spit out of this portal of eclipse season. So hopefully they have, I don't know, done something to like supercharge this beginning for us in a really blessed, sort of favorable way. And I kind of feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's like this whole like kind of like kiss of destiny from the universe that's like trying to help us and make this new start the best it can be. Even though there might have been moments and might still be moments where it's like we're facing like real fear and uncertainty, and we're feeling like, oh, I don't know, like it's looking grim, but there's something inside that feels like it's got hope, like to cling to, doesn't it? This came up in my own weekly reading. This is endings, right? So what I'm feeling really strongly about this card this week is that these are the endings that are the good endings. Like the sort of enough is enough endings. Like enough of that. Like that old way is gone. You know, like the old us is so dead and over, because it's like now it's like we've woken up and we can see clearly. And these are good endings that make way for new beginnings. There's already new life springing forth here. And it's this abundant, lush, beautiful green that it's flush, and it's all over the forest. It's fern. I feel like fern is related to water and maybe has Venus connections, and maybe even to the heart chakra. I might be wrong about all of that, but instinctually that's just like what I'm maybe remembering from my studies. But it's definitely protective. Fern is used for protection. And green is connected with the heart chakra. And I just feel that when I see this card, it's not an endings card that ever gives me a sense of dread. It's endings that are already making way for the new beginnings that are already coming in. So yeah, you guys, imagine the world that you want to be creating and living in. And when you have divinely guided action, inner insight and guidance as to steps to take, then take those, but take them when your mindset is in a state of like excitement and confidence and joy and love. And that energy will cause whatever you're putting your hands to really expand. So we've got our sacral chakra, activating that sacral chakra, which this is associated with water and the color orange. So you can work with orange this week by putting the color orange in your line of sight. You can work with orange crystals and stones. You can eat orange foods. Just being more aware and appreciative of orange is something that can enhance that chakra and the colors associations, which have to do with creativity and sexual energy and healthy and balanced appetites and like a hunger for life again. You know, think of warm sun. You know, coming out into the warm sun. We've got imagination. Oh, also associated with water, so you can do like healing baths this week, and you know, use stones and herbs and stuff that have associations with water and sacral chakra. But yeah, bathtub is going to be your friend anytime this card comes up. I love ritual baths. Imagination. What's on your heart? What's on your mind? What are you creating? And create through love. We're choosing from the heart. You know, the lovers have been coming up a lot lately, and that's about making choices from the heart, like a heart-filled, heart-centered way of living, which is going to bring a lot of expansion. It's going to expand our lives in a lot of ways. It's going to expand our heart. It's going to bring us more love and abundance and joy and fun and new experiences. And, you know, this is the end of the old ways, the old difficult cycles, things that just weren't, things that were holding you back in life. This is the end of those things that were holding you back, and the mindsets even, and it may be things that just weighed on your heart and your mind all the time, and you can finally just like let that stuff go and move forward and be free. And good things are coming, and there's already new signs of growth, and you know, growth that is protected and protective. So be of good heart and of good cheer. I think we've turned a corner, and I think things are going to get better and better and better. And look at us. We're already done at 14 minutes, and it feels like we've talked about so much. So gotta believe it's getting better. Ciao.